I'm speaking with Mayor Lisa Wong here. Mayor Wong, could you tell me a little bit about how you feel about the reaction to the city of Fitchburg and its residents about this race?
Well, you know, this is in its 51st year, and the residents of this city just love this race. I mean, this is one of the races where I talk to riders, and they feel so welcome. It's like coming home, and they love the hometown local flavor. So one of the best things about this race is the fact that it does have some amateur legs. So what we see is we actually see local people start racing out early on, and we see them progress. And we've seen some of them here today where they started off as amateurs, and now they're pros. So we really, really love this race.
Yeah, I know that there are some Fitchburg locals racing us. Could you tell me a little bit about them?
Well, right now the men's race is behind us, and there's a local resident, Jeremy, who's racing with the men's. But just earlier today, we had Frances Morrison, who I know she's only into early trotting. She's pretty young, but I know that she worked her way up in the races and now is a pro this year for the first time. So she actually grew up not that far away, right down that way. So it's just great to see local people just make it big.
It is great to see local people. How does the Longsjo committee do in preparation for this race?
I got to give them so much credit. They work on this race year round. It takes so much preparation. I mean, you look at a race like this, and if you actually think about it, you would think it costs millions of dollars, just given all the logistics, but it doesn't. They pull it together with tons of volunteers. I want to say there's like 150 volunteers, and of course they fundraise all year round. So they're actually going to start, I'm sure, fundraising tomorrow for the next year's race. But they do such a good job, very, very professional, and I give them a lot of credit.
Yes, this is a non-profit race, so could you tell us a little bit about the major sponsors that we have here?
Absolutely. Well, you know, Fitchburg embraces this race. Right now we're in the middle of downtown Fitchburg, and of course Workers Credit Union, which is right behind us. They are sponsoring this particular leg of the race, so we call it the Workers Credit Union Downtown Criterium. But also our local hotel, the Courtyard Marriott, of course, that's where a lot of the bikers are staying. Fitchburg State College, Obashan Hardware. So again, Waste Management, just so many of these local companies coming together and you really bring a world-class event to the city of Fitchburg.
Definitely. Now, I've been told that you've actually are quite the athlete yourself.
Not on a bicycle, so you'll actually see me in the water. I've been a swimmer my entire life. I was on a water polo team, synchronized swimming, diving, crew team, so really anything to do with water. On land, it's a little different story.
That's true. What do you think would be the difference between bicycling and water, besides the fact that water is probably much cooler than the bicycling and the 100-degree temperature we have?
Right. Well, you know, actually, what I love about water is that it's actually pretty mobile. I can jump in any time, so I know that it's been so hot, I feel like I want to jump in a lake. I wish there was a lake nearby. But I got to say, you know, there's athletes in both, and I've grown up really admiring people who bike and run, and I actually have a couple friends of mine who, because we're not all great at all the legs, you know, I will swim, another will bike, and another will run. So I like doing it that way.
Very versatile. Thank you so much, Mary. I appreciate that. And as she said, the men's pro race is going on right now, so make sure you stay tuned and watch that. I'm now speaking with John Morkoff, who's the field supervisor here at the Longsjo bike race today. John, could you tell me a little bit about your role here?
Oh yeah, we're just here to take care of any riders that may be hurt or injured or anything like that. Any people that are here watching the race that may need medical aid.
Has there been many injuries today?
No, overall it's been pretty good this year. We had, I think, 2 riders down on Friday and 3 today. So it's been really well, actually. It's been good.
Was there anything too serious or anything that they could just get right back into the race?
No, minor injuries. I think all of them went to the hospital for treatment, but I actually saw one of them out in the crowd today, so nothing too terrible.
Are you able to do many of the taking care of them here, or do you have to transport them to a hospital or whatnot?
So far, everybody we've seen today, we've taken to the hospital. You know, most of them just precautionary, need some x-rays, get looked at by a doctor, but nothing too life-threatening.
What's the most common injury that you see?
Road rash. It's got to be. Just about everybody that goes down gets some kind of road rash.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate speaking with you. All right, I'm here down at the race. Make sure that you come on down and check it out if you haven't already been here. I'm here at downtown Fitchburg, where it is a record-breaking 100 degrees, but that has not stopped families from enjoying their time here. I'm with Father Chris, son Thomas, son Walter, and daughter Caroline. Are you guys enjoying the race?
Absolutely. Yep, a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun. Where are you guys from?
Lowell, Mass.
Wow, that's interesting. You see that they come from all over Massachusetts. Is this you guys' first time at the race?
It's my first time, but my brother and my father were here on Friday.
You were here Friday. Did you see anything interesting?
Yeah. It's pretty fun.
What's your favorite part of the race?
Getting to see all the American pro continental teams. It's really exciting.
Did you guys know that there's people from all over the country here as well as all over the world?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Australia, New Zealand, sure. And coming
That's
in from
awesome.
Wisconsin.
How have you guys been staying cool?
Lots of fluids.
Water bottles.
Shade.
That is very smart. Are you guys going to be staying here until the pro men's race later this day?
Yeah.
That's good. There's a lot of exciting things happening here. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm here at FATV at downtown Fitchburg. If you guys haven't already come down, you won't want to miss these upcoming races, so be sure to stay tuned. With me, I have Will Swan, mechanic of Kenda Pro Cycling, presented by Gear Grinders. Earlier, we talked about zip tires, and now Will is going to speak to us about Mercury. Could you tell us a little bit about the differences and the benefits of Mercury tires, please?
The Mercury wheels are made in Tennessee, and they're very similar in construction. They just use different characteristics to get the strength and aerodynamics that the riders want to give them a good ride.
Oh, that's very fascinating. So I know a lot of the riders are probably using these tires.
I think we're the only pro team using them right now, but they are gaining popularity.
Now, you told me the name has a special meaning. Could you tell me more about that?
Distari does have a very special meaning.
So I'm sure that with the race going on, the business has been doing pretty well.
Yes, it's been doing extremely well.
Do you have a website or anything that people can go to find out more about this?
Yes, we do.
Thank you so much. As you can see, there's plenty of things going on here at Main Street. Right now, the women's pro is underway, and the men's pro is going to be at 3:50. So make sure you stay tuned here at FATV. That's awesome that you guys have been here so long. I was watching you guys making the smoothies, and you were putting whole pieces of fruit in there.
Yes.
Do you guys only come down for the races, or do you have a store?
No, we've always been a gypsy operation. Thanks.
Do you guys come up with the flavors yourselves, or do you look them up?
Oh, no, yeah, everything that we do, we make up ourselves.
That's very exciting. So you're definitely going to have to want to come down here and try one of these smoothies. They look absolutely delicious. I'm Liz Burke here at the race.